Hey guys, what's going on? Pesky here. Thought I'd make a video for you guys about the little changes I've made to Vegas to make some of the videos look better. As you can see right here, this is not Vegas, this is Adobe Premiere. I've been messing with some 30 FPS renders and doesn't come out as good as it does, I think, in Vegas, but there will be another 1440p video tomorrow for any of you who like those. I think it's kind of cool to be able to do it. Once Marillis figures out the 120 FPS AVI recording in action, I'll see if I can figure out how to make some good 1440p renders in Vegas. But so yeah, this video we're just going to go into a couple of little adjustments and changes I made to make Vegas run smoother and the videos look a little bit better. Excuse me. One of the first and biggest things is when you first go to launch it, or one of the big changes you want to do, you want to run it in as administrator. To make this change, it'll make it apply across the whole thing. So let's let this boot up real quick. Okay, so what you want to do is go into Options, Preferences, and under Video, there's this GPU acceleration of video processing. Now, I know in a lot of render settings you see this option that says run or render with CPU only. Even if you check that and this is still set to your graphics card, it's still gonna use some of your GPU. There's a nice long technical reason as to why using only your CPU is better. Honestly, most of you don't care, you just want your videos to look better. So if you want to know, feel free to look it up. It's all over the internet. So you apply that. The other one is, I believe, yeah, this fourth one down. So if you have a problem with black screen, 9 times out of 10, it's because you're doing other things while your Vegas is rendering. So if this is checked, which it is by default, when it comes time to render a certain media file, sometimes it will black screen because it will close, if you will, because you're working on something else. You have TeamSpeak, Skype, Minecraft, whatever open. So if you uncheck this, you won't have that black screen problem of working on things while you're rendering. So if you do have a lot of those black screen, green screen kind of errors, unchecking this 9 times out of 10 will fix that. So we'll just apply those. When you change something in there, it actually should tell you, because those are what I already had it to. Yeah, you need to restart the application. So we'll go ahead and do that. And actually, like I said, I just turn it back on, but I want it off. So options, this is what it looks like for you. Preferences, make sure to uncheck close media files. Come into video, and you want to make sure this is off. Okay, go ahead and apply. Okay, restart. Now you don't have to restart in administrator. It's not that big of a deal now. So if we grab a clip, some of the other things sorry, that I do, I always, when I do it for the video, I'll always go in the properties and I'll uncheck maintain aspect ratio. So if you record in weird resolutions and you see some of it shrinks on one side and you're getting black bars when you don't want them, unchecking it here should take care of that. And there's one other place I'll show you in a second. The other thing a lot of people do is they disable resample. I leave it on smart resample because personally I like the little bit of ghosting, motion blur effect that it adds, so I always leave that on. So that's usually what I do with my clips, unless there's some reason. Like if I was to upload a CSGO video, I'd turn off resample because there's no point to have it there. You want that to be as crisp as possible. But in Minecraft 1v1s and stuff like that, it looks better to have a nice little natural motion blur, if you will. The other thing, if you highlight all your audio, if you don't split your track, you'll just have 2. That's fine. If you hit Control U, that will unlock your audio, so you can delete it without deleting your clip. If you hover over a spot and hit S, that'll split your clip. Holding down Control and then dragging will do your slow-mo or speed up, however you want to do it. Those are pretty much the basics things when it comes to cutting, editing, that kind of thing. You also have your fade in. You just click and drag the top. If you bring it over and right-click in here, you can add a transition. And the other way is going up into your transitions and dragging it on top, and then you can edit it from here. So that's kind of like the basics of Sony Vegas. Real simple. The couple little things you can do to make it render a bit better. If you're wondering why I use Vegas Pro 12 instead of 13, is honestly because the RSMB online that I got for free said use Vegas 12, so I just use Vegas 12. You know, that's the only reason. These I usually just set to 40, and 0.4. And that's about it for that. It usually comes out okay. Actually, I really haven't messed with this lately. I've been editing a lot in Premiere Pro, which is a bit different, and maybe I'll get to making some videos about that in the future. But the only other thing I'll go over with then, you can look at my other video about my render settings. That's all in there. But when you actually go to render, there's a couple things you want to pay attention to. This in here, you're in code mode. You always want to have this render using CPU only. And here, I always have this checked under your render options. It's stretch video to fill output frame size. So that's that other part about having unwanted black lines. So that should, between turning off the setting in the clip here, maintain aspect ratio, and stretching it, you should be okay. If you record at those weird resolutions, or for whatever reason you record at 720 and try to make a 1440p video, and you're just gonna have this mini square inside of a big letterbox, so you want to stretch it. So that's really all. I just wanted to get a video out and show you guys some of these little tricks. Like I said, tomorrow there'll be a 1440p little montage of the new PvP lounge from Goes. The server's pretty cool. I take like no knockback on it, which is pretty cool, because I don't have the best internet. It's better than what it was a few months ago. But so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Thanks.